Gayton McKenzie, a name that stirs a whirlwind of emotions, from awe to controversy. A South African titan whose life reads like a novel you can't put down. At 51, he's a former convict turned minister of sports, arts, and culture. A businessman, author, and motivational speaker who's walked through the fires of a criminal past to emerge as a leader of redemption and resilience. From the gritty streets of Heidedel, Bloemfontein, to the halls of political power, his journey is a testament to the human spirit's capacity to rise above mistakes. But his story isn't just one of triumph. It's laced with scandal, heartbreak, and a fierce commitment to his 8 children and his nation. Today, we're diving deep into the raw, riveting life of Gayton McKenzie. His age, family, latest news, net worth, lifestyle, and the biography of a man who's as polarizing as he is inspiring. Get ready for a tale that'll grip your heart and challenge your perspective. Born on March 10, 1974, in Pelenomi Hospital in Bloemfontein, South Africa, Gayton McKenzie grew up in the tough Heidedel neighborhood, where dreams often clashed with harsh realities. His mother, Louisa McKenzie, was the family's pillar, a woman whose love and strength shaped him until her passing, a loss that left him shattered, as he shared in a tearful post on X in 2024. His father's identity remains less public, but Gayton's childhood was marked by poverty and rebellion. By age 8, he told Power FM in 2017, he knew he'd become a criminal, a choice that led him to rob his first bank just before turning 16. As a teenager, he was a fully fledged gangster, a leader in the Notorious Americans gang, and later the 20SIXS prison gang, living a life of heists, shootouts, and chaos. Sentenced to 17 years for armed robbery at 21, he spent 8 years in Grootvlei prison, a place that could have broken him but instead became the crucible for his transformation. There, he witnessed horrors like the brutal rape of a young inmate that flipped a switch in his soul, pushing him to change. Prison wasn't just a punishment for Gayton, it was a classroom. He immersed himself in books, studying law, politics, and personal development, educating himself where formal schooling had been cut short. In 2003, he and fellow inmate Clifford No Ape secretly filmed corruption at Grootvlei prison, exposing warders colluding with gangs. The footage, aired on national television, sparked the Jolly Commission of Inquiry and led to his early release, making him one of the Grootvlei Four. It was also in prison that he met Nicolette Joubert, his lawyer and future wife, who investigated the corruption. Their love story began amid chaos, culminating in a 2003 wedding in Cape Town. Together, they had 2 daughters, Kenya and Zara, born in 2010 and 2012. But tragedy struck in 2023 when Nicolette died in a car accident caused by a drunk driver, leaving Gayton and his girls devastated. "She was my everything," he tweeted, vowing to raise their daughters with her strength. He's since kept their lives private, shielding Kenya and Zara from the public eye. Gayton's family extends beyond his late wife and daughters. In a candid 2015 interview on Morning Live, he admitted to fathering 8 children with 6 women during what he called his player days. His honesty shocked viewers, but he emphasized his commitment to all his kids, ensuring they carry the McKenzie surname and his support. One son, Calvin LeJohn, made headlines in 2025 by purchasing SuperSport United in a closed bidding deal, a move Gayton distanced himself from, praising his son's business acumen on X. His other children, less public, include 3 daughters he's spoken of wanting to protect from the mistakes he made in relationships. Despite his complex family dynamics, Gayton's dedication to fatherhood shines through. He's shared stories of co-parenting across households, using shared calendars and clear communication to stay involved, a discipline he applies to his hectic life. After prison, Gayton reinvented himself as a businessman, motivational speaker, and author. His books, like The Choice, The Gayton McKenzie Story, A Hustler's Bible, and The Uncomfortable Truth, became South African bestsellers, weaving his raw experiences into lessons on redemption. He spoke at schools, sponsored by a security company, and later consulted for mining firms like Central Randgold, earning lucrative salaries and shares. His business empire spans mining, hospitality, logistics, transport, entertainment, farming, and publishing, with ventures like the now-closed Zayar Lounge nightclub and rental properties in Johannesburg. In 2013, he co-founded the Patriotic Alliance, PA, with Kenny Kunena, a party focused on the marginalized, and became its president. His political rise saw him serve as executive mayor of Central Karoo District from 2022 to 2023, where he donated his entire R1.4 million salary to rebuild the region, rejecting a mayoral car and VIP protection to cost the municipality nothing. In July 2024, Gayton was appointed Minister of Sports, Arts, and Culture in South Africa's Government of National Unity, a role that thrust him into the national spotlight. He pledged his ministerial salary to the Jocelyn Smith Foundation, a charity he founded for missing children, though critics questioned its legitimacy as it was established weeks before. His tenure has been fiery. On August 6, 2025, he announced legal action against the Open Chats podcast for allegedly race-baiting the colored community, a move that sparked debate on X, with some praising his stand and others calling it overreach. His past controversies linger. A 2022 fundraising scandal saw $3 million meant for Central Karoo vanish into a PA Associates account, and a 2024 Mail and Guardian report alleged PA funding from a slain gang boss's daughter, claims Gayton denied. His outspoken views, like questioning Miss South Africa contestant Chidima Adetshina's eligibility due to her immigrant parents, drew accusations of xenophobia, though he stood firm, citing national pride. Gayton's net worth, estimated between $4 million and $20 million in 2024, reflects his diverse ventures. Sources like Sasaloans LZA peg it at $75 million, about $4 million, citing public speaking fees of $50,000 per hour, book sales, mining consultancy, and investments in property and agriculture. His nightclub ventures, though lucrative, faced legal woes, and a 2008 R1.2 million loan default nearly cost him his R1.6 million Rand Park Ridge home. Despite this, he owns multiple properties and once offered his vehicles for anti-crime efforts, hinting at a car collection he keeps private. His lifestyle blends hustle and humility. He's posted on Instagram enjoying restaurant platters and fresh haircuts, but also farms in the Free State where he spends weekends with his kids. He's a traveler, visiting Europe, Asia, and America, often with Nicolette before her passing, and shares glimpses of family barbecues and beach days on social media. Gayton's impact is undeniable. His prison expose reshaped South Africa's justice system, and his books have inspired thousands, with The Choice selling tens of thousands of copies. As a politician, he's a polarizing figure, unafraid to call out corruption or spark debate, like his 2014 open letter branding EFF leader Julius Malema a false prophet who could lead South Africa to civil war. His involvement with Operation Dujala, an anti-immigration movement, and his 2022 role in transferring gangster Jermaine Prim to a maximum security prison fueled allegations of gang ties, which he's dismissed as smear campaigns. Yet, his philanthropy shines, donating salaries, funding youth programs, and mentoring kids in Haididal. On X, fans call him a hero for the poor, while critics label him a controversial hustler. His 2015 book The Uncomfortable Truth laid bare his past infidelities, offering advice to his daughters to avoid men like his younger self. As of August 2025, Gayton, at 51, is navigating his role as minister while facing legal and public scrutiny. His August 6th legal action against podcasters shows his willingness to fight for his community, but the unresolved $3 million scandal and gang funding allegations keep him in the headlines. He's active on X, at Gayton McKenzie, and Instagram at Gaytonk, sharing policy updates and family moments, like his daughter's school events. His son Calvin's Supersport United deal has raised questions about his influence, but Gayton insists he's uninvolved. He's hinted at expanding his mining ventures and writing a new book, while his daughters remain his focus, with Kenya and Zara inspiring his softer side. "I want to leave them a legacy of truth," he told Morning Live, a vow that drives him through the storms. Gayton McKenzie is a paradox. A former bank robber who became a beacon of change, a father of 8 who owns his flaws, a politician who thrives on controversy yet donates his salary to the vulnerable. From Hydedal streets to the minister's office, he's carried his mother's love, Nicolette's memory, and his children's future. I chose to rise, he wrote in A Hustler's Bible, and that choice defines him. His story is messy, inspiring, and profoundly human, a reminder that redemption is possible, even when the world doubts you. If Gayton's journey moved you, please hit that subscribe button and give this video a like. Let's keep following the unstoppable, controversial, and heartfelt saga of Gayton McKenzie together.